Can't do that part. Oh, this part is so hard. What am I doing? I'm clicking way too slow. Wait, I forgot to change game. Whoops. I just realized that. Yeah, maybe don't have it set to me playing Toho, and that's really just not even true. Oops. Oh, it's so annoying having to switch it every time. I clicked too fast there. Too late. The end of this level is so hard. It's very second half heavy. It scares me. Please, bro. You don't jump there. This ball part at the very end. If I fluke it, I'm gonna be so happy. Not as far as I want to be sent back. What was that? I just like stopped clicking. want to do like 65 to 100. I'm gonna die to 66 so many times. Like this part right here is so hard for me. Damn it. Clicking way too early on a lot of these parts. I still honestly have no idea what I'm doing for like this UFO right here. I don't know. I just kind of double click and hope for the best. Click so early there. I don't want to die there from 0. If I do, I'm gonna be really sad. So hard. Not clicking fast enough there. Come on. Oh, I'm clicking so early. What the hell am I? The consistency right now. Except for the parts after. Oh. This level might pose kind of a challenge to me. I clicked so early. I'm like getting clipped by that one spike every time. And that one. Oh, that's silly of me. And as usual. Luckily, I should be able to make it here pretty consistently. The first half of the level isn't very difficult. It's like the first ball, like the ball parts are like the hardest parts in this level. Outside of that, there's this one cube that I'm scared of, like right before this section. That's kind of rough for me. But aside from that, it's mostly chill. Don't die like that. Stop it. Clicked so early. This is like Necropolis, where I'll randomly have like godlike consistency at one part, and then it's just gone. I'll make it past it like 6 times, and then I don't. I thought I would hit the portal sooner for whatever reason, so I just stopped clicking. That was dumb. I clicked so early. That was such an early click I just did right there. This is what timing levels are like, huh? I just like, click too early, click too late, click too early. That's my whole commentary. So entertaining. I'm dead. Yeah. I hit that yellow orb too late. Hello. Currently just getting like mega owned by this part. Oh, that was like a frame too early. Oh, that was too early. I was like in the zone. I was just clicking. Oh man, I was way too early. I think I'm dead. Oh no, I made it. And I did the same thing again, but just one portal too late. I'm like not clicking. I keep thinking I'm gonna fall into the portal and I just don't. You know, with Necropolis, I felt like I could do it that day. This level, honestly not sure. It's very, very hard. It's like the antithesis to Necropolis. Rather than being completely front heavy, it's completely back heavy. Clicking so early there. And I was like scared of clicking too late, because if I click too late, I just also die. Even if I make it over that first like jump, I could still just die. If nothing else, I want to get 64 to 100. That's like so much of the level. Doing this from 0 is gonna be such a pain. Just doing it once. This one run once is so hard. I could get runs on Necropolis pretty easily, was the thing. Necropolis very much dies down after like the first 30%. This just keeps going. Oh, that I died? I thought I was fine. I'm just blind, I guess. Oh, I died to that triple. Let's go. Oh, that took that took so long. Oh. Yeah, now I get to try and do that, but from 0. Oh. Fun. Yippee. $64 to 100 is like more than half the difficulty of the level, to be honest. Like I still gotta, you know, do it from 0, which will be all of it, but now I got that run. Like, this cube scares me. The 3 jumps of hell. Ah, that UFO. Such a funny part. The unfortunate part about it is the fact that, like, 64 is, like, when the level really gets hard, but also, like, the section right before it is, like, also pretty difficult. Like, I gotta do all that and then just get into that stupid ball part. That ball part's so dumb. I could theoretically do like 47 to 100, but that's just overkill at that point. I feel like that's doing the whole level. There's like almost nothing before then that I would call very difficult. If I click those early, I just die. I find this level strangely fun. I don't know why. Maybe that'll die off when I start going from 0. Man. You can't hit that blue orb late. That's what I'm learning. I hate that ball part. I want to do... What even is it? Can I stop having placed like 6 trillion checkpoints? I want to do here to 64. Wow, IDO timeout. Got that 1 second remaining. I died. RIP, dude. That is massively unfortunate. I should mess around more with WoW IDO. I don't know, I've done too much with Misumara, but also just UM as a whole. Oh, that's a way I can die, I guess. My mind just blanked when I clicked that. I should try more timeouts in general. I've done like 3, I think, aside from, you know, survivals. Like occasionally I'm like, I should practice this, and then I try to time it out. I did it with Muscle Explosion, and that is honestly all I can learn. Funny game. It is definitely a funny game. 90 FPS timeouts? Damn. CC and Yomu final. Yomu final sounds funny. CC sounds blinding at 90 FPS. I'll probably get to doing timeouts whenever I go back to PCB for LNN. I don't just like forget to hit that blue card. Damn. Yomu Final was so fun. I really like Yomu Final normally. I can imagine it's like pretty cool at 90 FPS. Slowdown at high FPS sounds like the forced slowdown she does at high FPS sounds funny. 19 to 68. Cool. I don't want to just go from 0 now. The only time I messed around with like FPS really was when I was doing I don't know, after I did USD Lunatic 1cc, I just started messing around with the game at high FPS. It was funny. Also rank was really fun to put to values it was not meant to be at. Go. Screw the consistency thing. I can't get past it the first 10%. Ah, I thought so. That was fast. Yeah, the first of many. Alright, I got it done. I have it in 2 runs already, but now I'm gonna do the hard part. Decided to do Mega Move Final at 90 FPS now. Kind of first try, but lasers spawned after the spell ended and it killed you. She got revenge. I kind of want to just like, there's nothing to really practice. I don't know, I'm just gonna do more attempts from 0. See what happens. It's an extreme demon? No, it's an insane demon. From what I know, it's like decently difficult insane demon. But it's not an extreme. I do plan on beating extreme eventually, though. I hate how, actually, I'm fine with how consistent the first half is, but like, this ball part. Ah! Oh, it's just gonna keep going, ain't it? I have like a roadmap of what levels I want to beat. So I'm gonna beat this, and then I'm gonna beat a harder insane demon, and then I'm gonna move on to an extreme. I'm very much just in the mood of like making progress. Yeah, progress. The unfortunate thing about this level is the fact that the first half is the easy one. Yeah, unless I forget what to do. Like, there's still some hard stuff in the first half, but like, it does not compare to what I gotta deal with past like 64%. Oh, I thought I was gonna die there, and then I didn't. And then I did. Yeah, I plan to beat this, and then my next hardest I want to beat Ice Carbon Diablo X. Which, I don't know if I'm gonna like that level. I'm liking this level, even though it's like really back heavy. I don't know how long that'll stay true, but I'm currently enjoying it. Ice Carbon Diablo X is just like all over the place. This is what I get for playing old impossible levels, though. I mean, that's on me. Cause I wanna beat Bloodbath as my first extreme demon, which is quite a first. It'll take a while. Oops. God damn it. Of course I had to die there. Yeah, so this is what the level is gonna be a lot of. Getting far and then dying immediately. There's like a 0% chance I fluke this level after getting past like the 60% hell. Oh, I just didn't even click there. My big thing is I want to get better at timings and shit. Those are the two skills I'm trying to build up right now. And the two next, this and ICDX, are going to help me quite a bit with those. And then after I beat Bloodbath, I want to build up other skills. Since, you know, I don't want to be lopsided towards, like, 1.0 gameplay. don't fully know why I wanted this. I was planning on beating other levels, but at some point I was just like, I just want to get better right now. Like that's my main goal. I want to do new levels, get better rather than doing what I did originally when I played, where I just like, it took me so long to do my first medium demon because I just played a bunch of easy demons over and over again. I just never really went, after like my third easy demon, I was just like, well, time to not make progress for a really long time. So dumb. I thought that was gonna flip me upside down, right side up for some reason. Like, for some reason, sometimes I just forget what portal does what out of nowhere. Why did I clicked 3 times there? That's not what you do, buddy. I saw someone call this level a hard demon once. I don't know what they're on. Absolute goofy talk. I don't know what hard demons they're playing. Damn it. I did that. I clicked those in such a way that I was too far ahead and I couldn't actually like click time. Those square things. Oh, that's so I have this funny little thing called Mega Hack. Nothing that like gives me an advantage really. That's on. Just stuff that fixes things that should be there, or just things that don't necessarily affect gameplay. Those are hitboxes. So basically, I just have it so that whenever I die, it'll show the hitboxes, so I can fully see where I died and how and whatnot. It just gives me a better understanding of what exactly happened. I want to get to 66 one more time, and then I'll probably do like 64 to 100 again. Or something like that. I'm gonna want to get that run many times with how much of a pain it is. If I can get good at it, which is hard, then I'm pretty set. Until then, I'm spinning the lottery. Finally making it somewhere again. Do not be stupid and die to the ship again. Oh, I died to it. I gotta say, I'm so glad this level doesn't have any, like, mirror portals. I'm shocked there were no mirror portals in this level. It's an old level. There's always one. It's funny how this level used to be on the demons list. And it was like 143 when it was like back in 2017, but it was on the demons list. You know, well, it wasn't there for long, but it did exist. You know, back when Artificial Ascent was top 1. And now Artificial Ascent is like, I don't know, like 123 or something. I don't know the number. I don't know it that well. Thought I died there. Oh, I clicked so early. I clicked those blue orbs way too late. I haven't died there in a while. I wish I had more to say right now, but there's like nothing on my mind. I had this happen yesterday too. When I was playing Double Spoiler, I was like, I have nothing to say. At all. Again? Oh, I hate that part. I'm excited to get better at this game. I just like, I always look up to the harder levels, just excited. Like, one day I'll be able to play them. And then I play them, and I don't even like half of them. There are some levels I'm, like, very, like, interested in being able to beat one day. Back to the UFO. Boom. I died to freaking the ship again. Oh, throwing. I'm extremely excited to just actually, even like the lower tier extremes, or like not like the extremely difficult ones. Like ICDX, which isn't even an extreme anymore. I really want to beat because of I don't know, when I was first getting into the game, or like when I heard people talk about it, that was the level they were able to beat. Or like I beat ICDX, and it was like that was shocking to me. And I was like, I want to get to that level one day. And actually being able to get to that level will mean a lot to me. Cause it's like, I never, like, I always say, oh, I'm actually gonna get to this level. Like this level of play. But I never actually expect it. Like, honestly. I know that with enough determination, I'll be able to do most things. But actually being able to do them is insane to me. Oh my god. Like, same thing with Toad. The idea that I would actually be able to either do all shot EXNN for every game, or get LNN. Well, I keep saying, like, oh, I will do this, no matter how long it takes. The idea that when I actually do it, it'll be a very surreal thing to me. Because it's like, I actually did it. Being able to, saying you can do something and actually doing it are two very different things. Like, I can always say, one day I'll be able to get LNN. One day I'll be able to beat frickin' like Zodiac or Calcor. Actually getting to that level and actually doing it will be an insane moment for me. ICDX will be that first, like, big moment where I'm like, oh shit, I actually just did that. Because again, it's like, there's so many people I've talked to in different communities generally who have, like, played a bunch of other games. And it's like, they've played, some of them have played GD, and they were like, back when I played, I beat, like, ICDX or something. Like, that was the one I've heard multiple times. And actually doing it is just, like, completely insane to me. As when I hear them say that, I'm like, I want to get to that level. I bet I could get to that level. Or maybe I don't even think I can get to that level. That level of play. That skill needed. But then I actually do. And it's just, like, it gives me, like, this boost of confidence. Not, like, ego-wise. But, like, wow, I actually can do something. It was like with, wow, I can't believe I just did that right there. It was like with yesterday, when I got Reimu Otter, EXNNNN. And it was just like, I always said I would do it that day. And on one hand, I thought I could. On the other hand, I was like, things could just go so badly. Like, I was nervous to start playing because I was like, things could just go so badly that I don't do it. Like, I just don't play well enough to do it. And then I did. And then I literally did. It, like, first try. As I've always realized that, like, every single time I get into, for the longest time, I didn't have the patience to do, like, anything actually difficult. The fact that there were some things that took me a few hours that I actually did was insane to me. Like, the fact that I got, like, Super Mario 74, like, Bowser 3 red coins. The fact that I got, like, I completed the entire Ascension cartridge and, like, the end is nigh. The fact that I, like, completely did, like, Farewell or 7C in Celeste. The fact that I 100%ed Super Meat Boy. Like, those are things that I'm surprised I was able to do back then. Because at the time, I did not have the patience I have now. In the slightest. If something took me more than an hour, that was like, that was just like, it's impossible. Now, I spend 500 attempts in like an hour, and I'm like, okay. And so it's been so long. Like, I took so long to build up this patience, while everyone else is like, yeah, I started doing this when I was like 14, like, until I was like 17, like late 17, early 18 years old or something. I don't know. It was impossible. I took 50 attempts on, like, frickin' Terraria no-hits, and I was like, this is unbelievably difficult. And now it's just like, I'm getting to the level of play that everyone who's been around so much longer than me, even if they stopped playing, you know, if they kept playing, I would never be able to catch up to them, because while they're improving, I am too. Well, I am improving, they are too. Said that backwards. And so, like, I wouldn't be able to, generally. Especially when I just stopped playing for like a year. But yeah, it's like everyone's like been playing for so much longer than me a lot of the time. But then to match all those people who I always thought is like so much better than me at a game that I would never be able to catch up. The fact that I'm actually getting there is just, it's mind-boggling. Not in the sense of like I want to be better than them, but in the sense that I'm reaching a level I initially thought wasn't truly possible. In more than one game. Gamer. That was much faster than how long it took me last time. Yeah, it's still like surreal to me that I'm actually like, I'm getting to a skill level I can be truly proud of. Not to say I was never proud of anything I did, but I'm getting to that level where it's like, past me would look at me and think this is some alternate reality that didn't actually occur. When I first played Geometry Dash, I got nowhere. I didn't have the patience to put like more than 5 attempts into a level in one day. I would put 5 attempts to it. Oh, didn't work. Time to play next time because I'm bored now. It's too much effort. Too much time put into it. I didn't use practice mode. Practice tools? Then it's too hard. Then it's too much work. Also because I didn't like the music. I'm not a huge fan of the practice song. I prefer to just have the main song, which I can do now thanks to funny hacks. A lot of the time I'd usually consider myself like good at stuff. Like I consider myself pretty good at platformers, but compared to like some people who like specialize in a game, like when I see like freaking some of the crazy like maps Celeste has now, like the hardest like maps or whatnot, it's insane. I look at that and I'm like, I could never. I felt proud enough doing 7C. Like 7C, I was like, bro, I'm a god. Let's just go from 0 again. 64 to 100 is like my break run. Like I'm like, I don't want to go from 0 anymore. I'm gonna just do 64 to 100. Oh, that's a new one. With Toho too, it's like, I think I haven't really hit it with Toho yet, quite. Which is funny, because I've put more time into it than Geometry Dash. But I guess it's because, I don't know, I've taken a more slower approach. Geometry Dash I've really started to pick up with, like, what I want to do and how I want to accomplish it. Toho was like, I was going at a snail's pace. I stopped playing for like 8 months. Like I would just, my dedication wavered constantly. I was ready to just give up the entire series multiple times. Practically did for like those 8 months I didn't play. I always had that like thing where I was just like, I'm still unfinished. One day I'll probably be like, I've accomplished everything I need to. And maybe I'll wait to do stuff with like the next game, but until then I'll be like, I'm done. I'm done. My time is up. Time to get good at something else. Like, that's the thing with Toho, actually. The level of play that I've always wanted to reach is, like, the highest I want to go to. Geometry Dash is, like, I don't know. I'm not close enough to really tell. Over Toho, it's like, once I do all the EXNNs, PCB LNN, finish up like the Lunatic 1CCs I still gotta do and whatnot, I'm like, beat the scene games, I'm like, I'm done. After that, maybe I'll continue. You know, I haven't done it all, I don't know how I'll feel, but like, once that happens, I could very well just be like, well, I'm done. GG's. Time to get good at something else. I don't know what else I'd want to get good at. Like, there's a bunch of stuff I'm very interested in getting better at now. Like, PCBLNN is, like, the one I want to do. I used to have this grander dream of, like, I'm gonna do, like, every game, bro. I'm gonna do, like, I won't even probably do all-game LMB. I don't even care enough for that. That was dumb of me to do that. I used to be like, I could do like UFO LNN, yeah, sure. It's like, but now it's like, I'm at a point where I don't know if I necessarily have the drive to want to do that. Not because it's like waning or anything, but because now that I'm actually like getting ready to do at least one in a different game, it's like looking at the other games, it's like, is there any I'd actually want to put that time into? Because that's the reason I'm doing PCB. It's not because PCB is necessarily an easy LNN. It's because it's the game I'd want to put that time into. It's my favorite of the Toho games, so it's like, that's what I want to do. I don't care about difficulty per se. I don't do things because I won't, like, I'm not going to do an LNN or an LMB just because I heard it's hard. I did UFO for my 6th Lunatic 1cc, not because I heard it was hard and I want to do it early to flex on people. I did it because that was just, it was one of my favorite games in the series, and so it's like, I just want to do this. Most difficult for LNN and Toho, from my understanding, it's like LOL-K, UFO, DDC with really bad, with like Sakia B, Marisa A, and maybe UM, I don't know. USD is also pretty nasty. That's I've heard that one's really bad. All the other games I don't hear too much about, but I also don't know much since, you know, I haven't done any of them. They're very hard to compare. In general, it's just hard. The high rank definitely does make it hard, but it's also just a very random game. And that very much ties into how difficult it is. Like, it's very back heavy. Like, the first stage is easy. Second stage is mostly easy. Third stage, mailing has a couple of hard things, but it's mostly fine. But then you get to like stage 4 and you gotta deal with books. You gotta deal with Patchy, who always has one hard spell. You gotta deal with Sakuya, you gotta deal with Ramelia. Like, there's a lot going on in the back half of USD. Damn it. Rank definitely plays a part, but the thing with rank in USD is the fact that it builds up like instantly. Actually, rank in Toho games in general. Why did I go down there? I haven't gone down there in like a week. I did that the first time I played and that was it. It is so... It's in PC 98 games. I know that much. It is in PCB, but it affects very little. The important thing about rank in PCB is it affects one pattern in particular that it really matters for, which is Lyrica Opener. Which is a very niche thing, but trust me when I say max rank on that, compared to not max rank, makes such a massive difference. Max rank Lyrica Opener's actual, like, misery. It's not, like, the worst thing ever, obviously, but, like, ow, it's hard. But it doesn't affect most things, especially not notably. I know in IN, the thing I know about affecting an IN is Tei's second Midnon. I think she is, too. I haven't played IN much. You can safe spot in the top right. I believe that's only at max rank, from what I've heard. Aside from that, Moth, I think, is like... Well, rank plays a huge part in POV. Moth is like... It affects Shizuha mid-spell on hard, and nothing else or something like that. And I believe technically the data is in SA and UFO, but it goes completely unused. Damn it. And then after UFO, it's just non-existent. As far as I know. I'm mad at that. I don't want someone being like, well, technically it affects this one thing in like 16.35 and 3/4. Toastream recently wants to see PCB along with Extra and Lunatic. Epic. Have you ever heard of Guardian ZT? I have not. I honestly don't watch too many Toho streamers. I basically don't watch any, honestly. I probably should. You know, might as well just see what other people are doing. From what I remember, is Blue Plasma doing just 1cc or is it LMB? I feel like I just kind of like, I don't remember how, but I came across their channel. I feel like it was LMB, but I could just be misremembering. Oh yeah, oh, LNN, right. I'm gonna be working towards one of those of my own in the future. Don't exactly know when, because I gotta get through Wabak Extra and the scene games, but once I do, well, specifically the photo games, I'm not doing frickin' ISC no item. Not yet. That's how I'll get more viewers. Put Alan in the title, instant fame. I will get 3 viewers instead of 2. I clicked so early. The camera changed. I really like the, I played a bit of Double Spoiler, like, yesterday. I did, like, the first 5 scenes. 5, like, groups. Wait, days? Weeks? I don't remember. I don't remember how they're... 5 levels. I don't remember how they're categorized. I did the first 5 groups, and it was fun. Let's go, making it back to the UFO finally. It's been too long. Do I do the ball? Damn it! No! Well, at least it's not 69 again. 1%. Progress! Smile. Plans another photo game that isn't VD. I think something with Megamoo is probably happening eventually. That's my guess. I don't know when, but I feel like she's not just gonna be a one and done character like some. I don't know, clearly we're gonna get the official poker game, Toho Poker, with frickin' Sanyo. Wow, we're already making it back? Damn it. I don't know if it'll be soon. I mean, like, maybe it will be. Because there was a 14 and a half, a 15 and a half, 16, 17. There's probably going to be like an 18 and a half at this rate. There was also 13, 12. Are there any that didn't have like a number after like 7, like a point, whatever? I think IN didn't. That was like it. Probably. It seems to be like biannual. Is that the right term? I don't know. I don't know if biannual means twice in a year or once every 2 years. But once every 2 years, it seems they get released. So probably, unless he's like, I want to really take my time with this one. I'd be okay if it didn't come out next year. If he was like, ooh, I'm gonna really take my time with this one or something. I'd be alright with that. I'm definitely in no rush for a new game. I've got my hands full. Yuan was very gimmicky. I feel like the next game will probably either tone it down or go even farther. Oops. I have to hit that yellow orb late, and sometimes I just don't hit it at all. It's kind of nice getting far pretty often, but not completely. Because it still feels active. Like, even if the first half is pretty decent amount easier than, like, the second half, it still feels like I'm doing stuff. That's why I didn't want to beat high. I was going to do high as the next hardest, but it was just like, the first 40% is just so boring. Fighting games in your list at once you see? Not really. Fighting games I want to mess around with a bit, but I'm not huge on fighting games in general. I don't dislike them at all. I'm just, they don't work well with me. I prefer fighting against the game rather than like the game, or fighting against myself, I guess, rather than strictly against other players or the AI. Like, that's just a me thing. And it's like mostly me just coping with the fact that I suck at fighting games, but you know. I definitely prefer not having to go against other players. And I don't like fighting AIs most of the time. At least AIs where that's it. Like, I don't care. Like, obviously, it's, if I'm playing, like, some RPG or whatever, enemies gotta have AI, but I don't like it if it's, like, fighting game AI. That's just not my thing. I literally, like, my brain, like, farted there. I was just like, oh, what do I actually do here? Play them for the story. I do need to figure out what the hell even happens in them. I don't even understand. I'll probably mess around with them at some point, but nothing serious. I played Antimony of Common Flowers, I think, or it was, I don't know if I played 14.5 or 15. Wait, I didn't play 14. I don't know. I don't know if I didn't remember if I played Urban Legend in Limbo or Common Flowers at some point, but I played one of them. And I also played Immaterial and Missing Power once, and I never want to touch that game again. that was not a hugely fun experience for me. I like the thing about fighting against other players, it just tilts me. Like, I don't really get mad. Well, I do get mad when I'm playing like doo-doo or something. In like single player stuff, obviously, but like right now I'm like constantly dying like weirdo spots or whatever, but I don't really care. Like, I'm still having a good time. I'm still having fun. Fighting games are like 15 minutes in. I need to, that's another thing. I need to play fighting games against friends. Or people I know, at least. Playing against randos is just like, I don't know, I can't do it. I don't know what they're thinking after the match, and that bothers me. The only fighting game quote unquote, that I've really gone okay at was Smash. Anything like an actual not platformer fighting game is like too much for my small little brain. Yeah, I definitely expected there to be. Well, I don't know. I don't know what I expected out of Immaterial Missing Power, but it wasn't that. I also tried to play with my friend over Parsec, but the thing is, I don't know. I guess our internet suck or something. Whenever I've seen a video of someone like talking about Parsec, it's like, wow, it's so nice and clean. Playing on Parsec, it's like watching a 144p video with a minute of input delay, and it's like the most hilariously miserable experience. I did that with Immaterial Missing Power because I was like, what if I just fought against one of my friends? And oh my god, it was hilarious. Game didn't have auto combos, so therefore I suck at it. Even more than I otherwise would. At least when a game has auto combos, I can just hit once with like a light attack, and it's like, all right, time to mash, and then there goes a good amount of your health bar. It's like I'm almost good. I'm not. Any game with an auto combo in it is like the worst thing to play against me, because you will watch me do the same 3 things over and over again. I will auto combo you, and then at the very end, I will use some kind of special move. And it's always going to be the same one. If I know of a confirm into a move that hits off of grab, like I grab and then I can confirm into a move, I'm doing it every time. You can't make me not do it. Yeah, I also just couldn't manage to do that. Just use any, like, using the spell cards. Like, do this. No thanks. I also just can't do quarter circles in most games. Some games I can pull them off. I played frickin' Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle at some point, and it was like I could pull off quarter circles. I could pull off moves. I play like other games, and it's like, ooh, do a quarter circle, and then I have to sit there for like 10 minutes actually trying to pull something off. Attempt number is 687. Wow, my attempt count is racking up. It's funny, I'm getting to levels now that actually like take a good amount of like time, effort, attempts, and whatnot. Again, not to say that I'm not like I didn't put effort into like everything before this, but like new artists don't just like come and go now. That was silly. That was just a silly death right there. I want to go, dude. I don't think I'll do 64 to 100 again, but I want to do like the last section at least. This bull part is impossible, by the way. Did I ever say that? I think I did. This bull part's impossible. Why could I do it so well from 0 and now I just can't? Alright, now we do 3 to 100. Thank God. I'm always scared that I'll do some like really stupid run. I'll just do most of the difficulty in practice mode on accident. Also a thing I worried about in Toho. Since I've done it twice where I started from extra stage mid-boss and then end the entire rest of the level. Freaking 3 jumps of hell, bro. Final Fantasy looking ass. Why do I do that first try in practice? Why? Why can't I do that from 0? I forgot what to do there. So I just kind of like... I did the right thing, but I was like not expecting it. As far as so many hard jumps. I'm dead? Oh no, I was close. I knew it. That final ball part is so scary. On the plus side, I don't get nerves very far into the level. Like, like I get to 70 and I'm not even that nervous. The second I get past like that 60% stuff, or at least like halfway through it, I'm scared. The second I get past like 70%, I'm like, oh, the level has begun. I don't know how long we'll stream for today. I don't know if I'll actually beat this today, because it's just, like, hard. I'll keep streaming for as long as I want, but at some point I might just be like, yeah, I'm done. Still having fun now. But yeah, fighting games are like one of my worst genres, alongside shooters and racers. However, this level is Time Machine is the song. Time Machine is like the funniest song in the game for me, because when I think of a level with Time Machine is the song, I know it's going to be like the most terrifying thing of all time. Like, you got Hard Machine chilling up there in, like, number 5, 5th hardest level. Oh, I clicked so late. I felt it. I felt that. I clicked so late. I always think about what levels I want to beat eventually. But I never know, like, I can never say that I'm actually getting to that level. I can never be completely sure that I'll ever get to beat, like, a lot of the levels that I want to. I'm very confident that I'll be able to beat Bloodbath and Ice Carbon Diablo X. Those are levels I'm like, yes, that is very much within my grasp, and I can do it. That's true confidence I have. I've done practice runs of both, a few. And when that isn't like 100% like, yeah, now I can do it. I know what the level has to offer, and it's like I feel like I have the skills, or I can get the skills needed to beat them. As for anything past that, I have no idea. Like, I want to be able to beat a level on the list, on the demons list. That's something I really want to do. But of course, I have to actually get there. Bloodbath was kicked off the list like a year ago or something, so rip. Like, the list level I want to beat the most is like Stalemate Redux. That's like what I want to, that's the level I want to do first. But of course, again, I gotta actually get to that level. And I've done practice runs of Stalemate Redux, and let me tell you, I'm not ready. I was like shocked I actually made it past that ball part, completely honestly. I was actually like surprised. I thought I clicked so early everywhere. There's so many list levels that I want to beat one day. There's so many levels I'm like, that's cool. The feeling of pulling that off will be sick as hell. And it's like, well, oh cool. I'm surprised I didn't die there. But you know, again, I gotta get to that level. And I hope that one day I can get there. But of course, I gotta get there again. The most ambitious level, like the one that's the farthest out of my grasp right now, that I really want to beat is Zodiac. I'm very interested in doing Zodiac for numerous reasons. I may be a bit of an adrenaline junkie when it comes to some stuff. And so, just how Zodiac is built, how the song is, the length of the level, everything about it is just like, that thing is nerve control hell. And it's like, I want to do that. Same with Calc Core. Calculator Core is really close by. Oh, I clicked too late. I was very close, but not quite. Like, Calc Core and Zodiac are like the two levels I look at on the list, and I'm like, yes! That's like my dream goal. Not like my big goal. That's like the goal of like, what if I actually got that good at the game? It would be unbelievable. It would be sick as hell. And with Touhou, I'm getting there too. I'm much closer when it comes to Touhou, because I'm like, I have two dream goals, and I'm going to be attempting one of them this year, for sure. Beating it this year is a completely different question. Who the hell knows? Probably not. %, going to be getting it to it this year. I don't know when. Like, there's no way Buck Extra takes me that long. Unless I, you know, just don't play for another 8 months. Like, I don't know what to do. What I'm gonna be... Like, I've always had, like, lofty goals. I've always been like, one day I want to do this. So I always have something to look for. I'm always like, yeah, like in like 3 million years from now, this is something I want to be able to do. But then it's like, with Touhou, it's just like, what next now? Like, I'm willing to finally conquer, like, the 2 biggest goals I've ever wanted to do. Technically not ever, but I like everything else is like, I don't think I have the drive for it. Not the determination. I think I have the determination for it. Like, I think it's like, I'm at a point where it's like, yeah, I'd be able to do it. Do I want to do it is the question. And the answer for most of them is, not really. Like, I don't want to, again, I don't want to do something for the sake of doing it. I want to do it because that's something I actively want to do. Sometimes I have the completionist mindset, but usually that's with, like, easier stuff. Or stuff I'm, you know, capable of and want to do. Like, all EXNN's a mixture of wanting to do it and that completionist mindset. I didn't think I was going to make that jump. I never do. These early parts are being built into my muscle memory, which is really nice. Like, I'm just able to do it subconsciously, which is cool. Damn it. Damn that ball, dude. It's so hard. That ball part is so hilariously difficult. Like, wow. You're just gonna put that? You're gonna make me chill, and then all of a sudden, 66, get ready! That's, the ball part, that ball part is by far the hardest part of the stage level. Like, without a doubt. Without a doubt, that ball part is such a goddamn menace. Also, day 2 of not having my stream go down randomly. I think it's just kind of fixed itself, which is awesome. Might it be because of a setting I changed, where I said emphasize performance rather than quality, and it was just like, all right. Maybe it wasn't my internet. Well, my internet also still sucks, but. Why do I like this stage? Why do I like this level? Like, parts of this level just feel so satisfying to pull off. I like timings. Timings is one of my favorite things. Like cube and ball timings, at least when done right, just feel so satisfying. Spider timings blow ass. I hate spider. Mostly because I suck at it, but... Why did I hold there? My brain, I was like looking at that, I'm like, oh, I got a hold here. Like in my brain, I remember I did just straight up think, hold. And I did. There's something just so satisfying about this game to me. Just being, like, I like the idea of just one and done. Which is why I'm not really a scorer or a speedrunner. I'm very interested, especially, mainly in speedrunning scenes. Scoring I'm less interested in. As a spectator. And just knowledge-wise. I don't really know why. I think it's just less of a thrill to me. Speedrunning is just more interesting. Scoring is just not my thing as a whole. I don't have anything against it, it's just not for me. Speedrunning is something I love to watch, but I don't really do it myself because, I don't know, I've tried speedrunning a few things, and it's such like a stressful experience for me. I also need games with, like, the right tools. I'm so attached to various, like, practice tools. Without them, it's like, I don't want to try. I don't want to be told I have to do this stupid, precise thing very late in, and I just have no means of practicing it. But it's part of why I originally gave up the one game I really tried to speedrun. I say really, never really did, like, a whole, like, 14 run attempts, and I don't remember any of them going very far. Well, some of them did. I have like 3 of them uploaded. And it was fun, but it was also just like no real practice tool, at least from when I did it, from what I remember. And also it's just, it had certain things that I was just bad at. Like menuing, I'm always scared of menuing. And it's a very risky run. Like obviously at a high level any speedrun gets risky, but it was also like In order to get good times, you need to speed kill bosses. But in order to speed kill bosses, you also have to no-hit bosses in order to get specific items. In order to speed kill them better. And so I'm stuck in this, like, hellish loop at the start where it's like, I need to no-hit these bosses, so I need to save. But some bosses have, like, save points hilariously far away from them. I don't want to mess up, but at some point it's just like I have to. The game I originally tried to speedrun, yeah, the one I'm talking about, it's Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight. It's like a little Metroidvania. Game is hard for me. It is pretty tricky. It was a lot of fun. I've come to really like that sort of genre of Metroidvania where they aren't very big, but they just have like a lot of charm to them. Also why I like Luna Nights. It's just a simple, small like Metroidvania you just chill with, even if it is decently difficult at points. Whew. Ender Lilies. I haven't heard of that one. I need to play more Metroidvanias. I haven't really dipped my toes into many. I tried to get into Hollow Knight, and I need to try again. Because so many people love that game, but I just couldn't get into it at the first time. I think Metroid got me into Metroidvanias. I think it was the day I was playing Zero Mission. Not Zero Mission. Fusion. And I was like, this is sick. I think it was something else that actually got me into them. I don't remember what. I have to check my Steam library, which I might do after this attempt. When it comes to Metroidvanias in general, or what people call them, something I'll always stand by it is the fact that Kirby and the Amazing Mirror just isn't a Metroidvania. What was that freaking shit movement? That was terrible. What was I doing there? Yeah, what got me? I don't know if I'd call Cave Story a Metroidvania. Ori is really cool. Yeah, Konami did some weird stuff at some point. Let's see. Yeah, never mind. I think it was literally just I played a Metroid game. I'm like, sick as hell. I swear to God, I played one. Something before Fusion that made me like that. I was like, yeah, this genre's cool. I might have played Ori and the Blind Forest before Fusion, but I don't think that was it. Do I have? There's something just sitting here on like my video game wall that I can tie to it. I don't know, maybe. Rabby Ribby? I need to go back and actually play more of it. I got to post-game, and then I stopped playing the game for some reason. And I'm at a point where it's too hard. It's too hard to really come back to, so if I ever play it again, I'm going to have to start over. Which I don't mind, because it's been so long. Rabby Ribby kicked my butt. Some of the bosses were just, like, absolute, like, pain. I got like pretty walled at the start. Because you had to fight the magician girl or whatever. I fought her very early on. It got completely owned for the most part. And I was chilling. And then I got the post game and I can't do anything now. Because if I go back to the game, it's like, oh, time to remember everything. And then I go into a room and it's just like slaughtering me. I don't even think I ever got to one of the post-game bosses. It was just a basic area. It's like, go to the volcano or mountain area or whatever now. And I went there, and then it was like... absolute Death Valley. Oh. Oh, come on! I clicked too late. 70 times 2. Wow. This is